Accurate. You're watching WSBT Channel 22 News at midday.
We have breaking news concerning the South Bend Regional Airport. Right now, it's becoming an international airport, and there are plans for new construction. WSBT's James Fillmore is at the airport right now, where the announcement was made just a short time ago. James, some domestic airlines have expressed interest in providing nonstop service to places like Mexico and even the Bahamas.
Yeah, and those international flights would go through gate A9, which is right behind me, Bob. Now, essentially, that area would be blocked off from the rest of the terminal, and there would be a walkway that would have to be built that would take travelers from gate A9 to the old C concourse. Now, once inside, they will go through a federal inspection station before they're officially allowed back into the United States. Now, the airport will also be required to put in a general aviation facility, and what that means, it's basically just a privately owned planes. That will also be near the federal inspection station. Now, U.S. Customs and Border Control initially approved the airport's application, but final approval is still to come. The design process is already underway, and if approved, construction could begin in just a couple months. The general aviation area is expected to be finished first, followed by the federal inspections area.
Most of the funding will come from federal, state, and airport funds. The funding will be required will be in the several $1 million to get this done.
The international flights here would run 2 or 3 times a week at first, but it could be more often in the future depending on demand. Now, the airport also plans on talking with other airlines to possibly provide service to places like Canada. Now, the airport expects that this change will draw 100,000 more travelers to this South Bend airport, which is obviously a very good thing for the local economy.
James, sounds like potentially very exciting times. What's the passenger reaction?
You know, I talked to a couple people that were on their way to Florida today, and they travel internationally quite often. They said they are definitely looking forward to this happening so that they can take advantage of going to places like the Bahamas or Mexico. All right,
someplace warm in the winter sounds good. James Fillmore, thanks very much. As we first told you just a few weeks ago, more people traveled through the South Bend Regional Airport last year compared to any year since the recession. In fact, their numbers show 629,000 commercial passengers. The number had been dropping since 2008 when there were just over 700,000 air travelers.